loot because that's how they can eat?
The real answer is, how do we make sure, the question is, how do we make sure that people can eat?
So you're not condoning looting?
There's no way to embrace that.
But it's the white man's fault. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Get you one of these Trump 2.0 shirts right now. The discount code will pop up on the screen. Watch the discount code. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hold the discount code for the end of the video. So if you watch to the end of the video, we'll see the discount code in there somewhere. I don't know. It may be somewhere in the video that ain't at the end. I don't know. You want a discount? You need to watch the video. Get your merch in the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 30% off. So you may want to find the discount in the video. All right, let's get to the video at hand. You got these young thuggers out here thugging. And the crazy thing is that people always get on me and say, Brandon, you always talking about black people. You don't hate your own people. Well, I'm trying to call out the drama that's going on that others are afraid to mention, because it's not the white people that are doing this. It's not the white people that are shooting, thugging, selling drugs, gang banging, destroying our own communities and our reputation at the same time. It's our young people who don't have fathers, who don't have adequate parents, that let them come out and mob the streets. So I'm going to let you see the breaking news that happened in Chicago, where these kids are off the chain acting a fool. And then I'm going to show you what the mayor said. And the crazy thing is that the drama is from young black people, the chaos from young black people, the lack of parenthood, or lack of parenting is from young black people. The politicians who are Democrats who are black are promoting this stuff and not doing anything to help these young kids. Not even holding them accountable or nothing. All right, don't listen to me. Roll the clip. Look at this crazy stuff. I want to cuss.
Flooding into downtown Chicago tonight, smashing car windows, trying to get into Millennium Park, prompting a major police response. Within the past few minutes, shots were fired near the corner of Madison and Michigan. Now, we had a news crew on the scene, but they had to move because of safety concerns. I was there a little bit earlier, about an hour and a half ago, and saw police escorting tourists and visitors to their cars in the Millennium Park parking garage. The crowd was trying to get into Millennium Park, but there are checkpoints that are not allowing anyone under the age of 21 who's not with an adult to get in. So they're massing across the street on the other side of Michigan Avenue. I spoke to a woman whose car was smashed by people jumping on the windshield. She says the crowd began beating her husband as he sat in the driver's seat. He's now been sent to Northwestern Memorial Hospital. I also talked to a woman, a Chicago native, who was appalled by what she saw.
What I see out here is completely ludicrous, to be honest with you. I'm appalled at what I see. I'm from Chicago, and I understand kids having a good time, but it's simply bad parenting. We have to do better as parents. Our kids should not be out here. Where are their parents at? That's my question.
Now, you just heard that. They didn't mention that 2 people got shot. Like a 6-year-old boy got shot and a 17-year-old got shot in this mayhem. So this is not just kids having fun. It's not just kids being rambunctious. These are kids bludgeoning people, destroying property, shooting people, and these can't be no more than 17 years old. All right.
Damn!
Who gonna fix this? Who gonna pay for fix these cars that they damaging and tearing up? It get worse. It get worse. Setting somebody's car on fire. Look at that.
Look at you recording. You ain't doing your job.
Look at that. They on the bus blocking traffic. Oh, they just having a good time. Just kids, being kids. Look at
Joe Springborn.
jumping on people's cars, looting. Gunshot.
Shit.
Just look what they did to the store. Look what they did to the store.
That's what he started. That's what he started.
Who?
When he put his neck on that man's neck and said we weren't gonna do shit.
Oh yeah.
He did that.
Now let me fast forward because the ruckus continues, running through the street, doing all kind of crazy stuff. But let me get to the part where Mr. Dum Dum himself, and it's a black man. It ain't the white man. It's a black man. Listen to what he's saying, or the lack thereof, as an explanation in his city. He's the mayor of this city. His response. The host, look at their faces. You can't see her face, but I'm going to move my head out the way so you can see her face. And look at his faces. Look at how they're responding to the mayor. This guy's the mayor. Roll the clip.
That's how they can eat?
The real answer is, how do we make sure, the question is, how do we make sure that people can eat? Look, no one is going to condone, behavior that quite frankly speaks to a level of desperation.
So you're not condoning looting?
I'm saying that people are acting out of desperation. We don't want a society that is acting out of desperation, but you have to pay attention to the cries that people have.
So you're not condoning looting?
There's no way to embrace that. What I'm saying is you can't condone the looting that corporations continue to do every single day when they take tax dollars from black, brown, white folks all over the city of Chicago so that they can turn a profit.
Y'all get what y'all deserve, especially the people that voted for this man. It is shameful that the man can't just come out and say, this is a problem. Our young folks are cutting up. The parents are failing them. We need accountability, and we need our young people to do what's right. If y'all listening to me on the sound of my voice, we want an opportunity in this country. We want to be viewed a certain way in this country. We need to start acting like we got some sense in order to get respect from each other and other people. A good mayor will make that statement. That man won't even condemn the burning of people's vehicles, the damage of property, the looting and stealing from stores, the bludgeoning of other people, the shooting of a 6-year-old and a 17-year-old, amongst other nefarious things that occurred in your city. And the man don't have enough gall, don't have enough courage to just say the truth. He want to blame, he almost tried to say that they just taking taxpayer dollars to turn a profit only for black people and brown people. But then he had to say white because it would be incredibly ridiculous as if they're only doing it to black people. I say this all the time and I make these statements, and it's discouraging to see how these things transpire. No parenting, no accountability, the bigotry of low expectations. When that rubber hits the road, we now see children acting out in a way that's counterproductive for the city, makes it dangerous in the city, and tourism goes down. Businesses will not move to the city, and then they cry about resources and opportunities. Well, if you're burning down your city and you're becoming so violent that people are afraid of you, and we didn't even show the clip where they beat up the white lady. Got a white woman in the corner and they just beat her up. What does that got to do with opportunities? What does that got to do with lack of resources? Does lack of resources make you racist? Does lack of resources make you violent towards other people? Does lack of resources make you loot and damage your own community? These kids ain't working anyway. They don't have a job. They ain't even old enough. This ain't a matter of resources. It's culture. And it's the lack of fathers and parenting. It's introspection. It's look in the mirror and fix the crap that y'all doing. Because the politicians would rather blame the system and blame the white man. When you the mayor, Lori Dirtyfoot was the mayor. Y'all black. Barack Obama came from Chicago, became the president of the United States, and ain't did sugar, honey, iced tea for Chicago and inner city violence and the black community. But y'all still voting for these people. And they ain't done nothing, ain't gonna do nothing, ain't thought about doing nothing, ain't got no solutions. And y'all still voting for these same people. And I'll say this, then I'm getting off here. People ask me, the black community, listen, the black community is liking to the Titanic. It's going like this, inevitable. The black community, generally speaking, is like this. And the goal is to rescue all of the black people that want to be rescued and want to change and want a better life and want to be reasonable. All this, you can get all those black people out, but the community as a whole is going like this. And people are going to challenge me on this point and say, Brandon, you always. Okay, look at the abortion rate. So not only are black people having the most abortions per capita out of any race, they also vote for politicians who push the abortions on them. Murder rate. Not only are we around 50% of all homicides in America, we're also over 50% of all homicide victims in America. And then let's go to incarceration. We are the most incarcerated population of people per capita. How far do we want to go? Abortions, that mean we're not reproducing. That means we start out as X amount of the population, and I don't know, in about 10 years from now, we're going to be like 5% of the population. Murder rate, we're killing our young people. Then the young people are going to prison and being incarcerated. You know, it goes down the list. Fatherless homes, I didn't even talk about that. The most fatherless environments is in the black community. We used to be at 25, or after slavery and after all the Jim Crow and everything, we used to be 25% born out of wedlock. Now we're 75, 80%. When you put those recipes together, or those ingredients in a recipe, you have disaster. And when disaster strikes, and we won't even hold our young people accountable, when the world can see that they're bludgeoning people, burning down a large portion of the city, taking over the streets, being violent, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. They're not going to get better. They're going to continue to get worse. And who's leading it? Our own people. All right, I think I said enough. I'll see y'all on the next one.